Hello, my Dargans. It is I, the one and only DragonTamerRuiz, back from the dead, as it were, bringing you all guys another Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth analysis video of sorts. And the holiday is in the air, Christmas is inching ever so closer, and my birthday is even closer than that, which is scary. So, to distract myself from my impending, well, closer death, let's go over the two new Christmas units as well as the Mutsuki. Without further ado, let's get started. To start things off, we're going to start with Christmas Hinami, the sweet little birdie cinnamon roll herself. She has 9,400 HP increased to 12,400, 580 attack increased to 780, 280 defense increased to 780 defense, which is pretty fucking good, 3 AP maxing out at 9, and 3 durability maxing out at 8. Her defenses are actually pretty good. The attack doesn't matter too much, because she is a supporting unit, and the defense, in all honesty, kind of helps out with her survivability. Moving on to her abilities, her first increases max attack by plus 200, second increases max defense by plus 500, and third increases max HP by 3,000. Her fourth ability completely prevents defense down. Also, it kind of helps her survivability a bit more, but not as much. I don't know how I feel about that one. It's decent, but it's not, like, out there. And her last ability reduces incoming damage by 15%. This doesn't matter if it's skill, basic attack, just damage, minus 50%. Master ability is pretty good. I wouldn't necessarily say it's something worth chasing for, but it does help her out. Moving on to her skill. It is as follows. 1.75 times the defense of front row allies for 3 turns, restores HP of front row allies by 60%, and cures all status ailments. Now, I will note something right here. Even though she only does increase defense, that does help with a lot of unit survivability overall. If you're that worried about the attack buff, you could partner her up in the same rotation with Light Heisei to also get the 1.75 increase to attack. He also does durability damage, which does help overall with continuing the chaining. And even then, Light Heisei himself can't take necessarily that much of a hit, while Hinami is more built around that, so you can have her be out at the end of the turn. Just some ideas to throw out there about what she can technically do. The healing also does sort of help with survivability. Again, this Hinami is basically a support unit that is all about survivability. Personally, if you went for her, I don't blame you. I don't think she's not my cup of tea. I am tempted though. I am really tempted because I do need someone to buff defenses, but I'll think about it. I got until Christmas. Next up, we have the Christmas Akira. Can I just say she is rocking that dress? Is that a dress? What do you call that dress? I don't know. Whatever she's wearing, she looks good in it. To start things off, she has 9,500 HP, 570 attack increased to 970, 300 defense increased to 600, 3 AP maxing out at 9, and 3 durability maxing out at 15. Overall, a pretty average stat line. Her attack is relatively high for a support unit, but even then, her attack, it's not that important. And her durability is pretty good, in all honesty. Continuing on to her abilities, her first is increases max attack by plus 400, increases max defense by plus 300, increases max durability by plus 7, and it completely prevents paralysis, which I guess can help. That's a weird choice, but you know what, I can dig it. Her master ability is increase your attack by 1.5 times for 1 turn after inflicting break at a target. So if you don't necessarily have anyone else that gets an increase from breaking, you know, she can take advantage of it. I would have preferred something like Juzo's, where when freaking Rejuzo breaks, he gives a 1.25 times attack buff to the party. But, I mean, I guess I'll take what I can get. Moving on to her skill, it is as follows. 0.5 times the attack of front row enemies for 3 turns, and reduces durability of front row enemies by a whopping 10. As a support unit, that's pretty decent. Mostly because there are units that do debuff, but they're not necessarily talked about too much. Other than that, the durability damage can be decent, especially with bosses that have a lot of durability. Not really much else to say about her. Like, she's Just an average unit overall. I personally feel like the Hinami is slightly better and is a bit more flexible than the Akira, but I mean, she looks good. And finally, we have the new Mutsuki, which is actually going away in a couple days, which I might summon for. I don't know. I'm very iffy about summoning on these units because there are units that I am waiting for in the future, but personal gripes aside, let's move on to her stats. She has 8,600 HP, 540 attack, 630 defense, maxing out at a whopping 1,030 defense. 4 AP maxing out at 12, and 3 durability maxing out at 6. Her defensive stat is really good, which helps because she is, again, another supportive unit. If you haven't noticed a trend here, all of these units are support units. So her survivability is decent, not gonna lie. She's really tempting, especially because of her skill multipliers, buff-wise, but... Moving on to her abilities, the first one is as follows. Increases max defense by a plus 400. Second one is completely prevents defense down. That's pretty decent. Third increases max AP by plus 4. And her fourth increases healing of all allies by 30%, which we will get in that a bit more later. And her last one is reduces incoming damage by 35%. Oh my freaking god. So, moving on to her skill. She's basically a better Christmas Hinami. Here's why. Her skill is as follows. 2.0 times the defense of front row allies and restores 30% of their HP each turn for 3 turns. Restores the durability of front row allies by 6. Now, compared to the Hinami has a 1.75 and just does a flat 60. With her fourth ability, that I believe would go up to 60% HP for 3 turns. That's each and every like, she's just a better freaking Hinami. But again, Hinami does have the fact that she is dressed differently in a more festival outfit, which kind of entices me, not gonna lie. Hinami's a sweet little girl. But again, it's similar things with Hinami. You could pair her up with Light Heisei. I don't know, she's a buffer. She buffs. Like, and she has amazing survivability. So again, Light Heisei would be an excellent partner for her because he'll give the attack buff, she gives the defensive buff, and she'll tank for him. You know, taking the hits for Heisei. Let's go. But without further ado, that is all the time I have for today. If I missed anything, feel free to tell me down in the comment section below. But other than that, without further ado, I'm DragonTamerRuiz. This was a Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth analysis video. Goodbye. Hello, welcome to the end of the video. While you're here, why not check the 2 videos here right in front of you, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to follow my Twitter, link down in the description below, for all future updates. Goodbye!